If I woke up tomorrow and my entire YouTube channel was gone, no subscribers, no views, these are the exact steps that I would take to start all the way over in 2026. And don't worry, I made enough mistakes for the both of us so that you wouldn't have to. Now let's get into it, content bestie. If I had to do it all over again, the first thing I would do is I would stop obsessing over growth and I would be obsessed over clarity. I would get so obsessed with clarity that it's not even funny. Now, what I mean by that is most small content creators don't fail because they're bad at what they do. They fail because no one understands who their content is actually for. So, the moment you get clear about who you are as a creator and who your content is going to serve, the faster you will see growth and the faster you will get to the goal of monetization. Here's a mindset hack that's going to get you through the rest of 2026. The next time you upload a video and a viewer clicks on it, the first thing that they should immediately think is, oh, this is for someone like me. Or, oh my goodness, I can relate to this so much. Once you start uploading that kind of content into Miss Algorithm, you're on your way to some serious growth. So you're welcome, content bestie. Now, the second step that I would take is I would just stop trying to be interesting and I would just start being useful. Here's the thing, content bestie. The reason why I say that is because being interesting does not build your channel. Trust builds your channel. And if you can get the trust of your viewers, they're going to keep coming back for more. And not only that, they're going to bring company. Like traffic is going to start coming to your channel. And before you know it, you're going to scale in a way that you didn't think possible because you're not just trying to perform every time you turn on the camera. That's where most small content creators mess up. They feel like they have to perform in order to get like a huge reaction on their videos, when really people are just looking for genuine, helpful, authentic content. They're not looking for you to do backflips and have flashy graphics all over the screen when they come to watch your videos. People just need help. They go into the YouTube platform asking questions because they need help with a particular topic, and your content can serve as the advice that they need for whatever they came to the platform to look for. So just start making viewer serving content and try to focus on being helpful more than interesting, because who wants to be that anyway? Like, you don't have to be so interesting in order to have a successful YouTube channel. There's a lot of introverts who, in their mind, they don't have a lot of personality. They don't have a lot of glitz and glam, but they're still interesting because people are interested in their content. So whether you're introvert, extrovert, creative, not creative, whatever the case may be, you can still resonate with an audience, even if it's small, as long as you're being helpful in your content. Step number 3 is super important. I would stop chasing motivation because, for one, motivation is unreliable. If motivation was required to upload videos to the YouTube platform, no one would have a channel. Okay? Here's the thing. We're all human. We have lives. We have jobs. We get tired. We break down. We're not robots. So you're not always going to feel motivated to upload, edit, and do all the things in order to grow a YouTube channel. That's just the reality. So that's something that I wish someone would have told me when I uploaded my very first cringy video to the YouTube platform, is that the long journey ahead is going to include days where you're not going to feel motivated. So in those times, the best pieces of advice that I can give you is to create systems that keep you structured. Don't go off of your feelings, okay? Because you won't grow your channel that way. If you only post and upload things when you feel the motivation to do so, you're not going to experience real growth. You have to treat YouTube like an actual job if you're serious, like I am, about getting monetized as a small content creator. Now, it's not an easy thing to do, so don't get me wrong. I know that there's even still to this day, a whole year later, videos going out into the algorithm about YouTube being on easy mode. I personally have never viewed it that way because I'm just not naive enough to think that it's an easy journey ahead when you're trying to grow a platform from zero. That's where I started. I started from zero. And again, like I said in the beginning of the video, I made all the small content creator mistakes so that you wouldn't have to. And that's one of them that I want you to avoid, is to think that you have to be motivated every time you go to film, edit, and upload a YouTube video. The reality is you're not always going to be motivated. So don't chase motivation, because that's not a requirement of YouTube for you to grow. What is a requirement is that you create a system that works for your schedule, your lifestyle, and for your goals that you're setting. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing, and you don't always have to show up polished. YouTube does not reward people who are so polished. They reward people who just try. Just keep uploading, keep going at your pace, and the growth and monetization will follow. All right, content bestie, let's bring it on home with step number 4. The biggest mindset shift that I would adopt in 2026 if I had to start all over again would be I would not measure my success by how fast I'm growing. I would measure my success by how long I'm willing to stick around this thing called YouTube. Here's the bottom line. In 2026, it's not about your talent, your strategy, or just how much you post. It's really just about having the willpower to stay around. One of the biggest advantages that you can have as a small content creator is when everyone else is quitting or when everyone else is just deciding not to start their YouTube channel, you as a small content creator are still putting content out there to learn yourself as a creative. You're learning what works, you're seeing what doesn't, you're finding your creative voice, you're finding your audience. It's so many more advantages to posting content versus not posting content. And that alone puts you 10 steps ahead of the rest. So if you're watching this and you're also a small content creator like myself, and you're thinking to yourself, like, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know what even to do with my channel that I've already started. One thing you got to remember is that you don't need some crazy breakthrough on your channel. You just need a baseline. And a simple way of creating a baseline is, okay, come up with a posting rhythm that you can actually stick to. Don't chase trends and virality. You don't need that. Come up with a structured schedule and a plan that actually fits your lifestyle so that you can overcome burnout. Because that's another thing that gets a small content creator. Like you feel like you got to chase all these other things and you end up burnt out, and then you just go ghost and you don't post at all. I know that that has happened to me, and it's not a fun place to be. But like I said, I've already made that mistake, and I know what I'm not going to do this year so that I can avoid the pitfalls that overcome us small content creators when you're not careful in watching after what you can and can't do. So don't feel like you have to be at an expert level in order to grow from where you are right now, or to just let alone start a YouTube channel. None of us are really experts. We just had the nerve to try. So just remember that the next time that you second guess your ability to grow a YouTube channel, we just have the nerve to try. So just have the nerve to try. Have the audacity to start a YouTube channel or revamp the channel that you already have, and you'll experience growth that you would never see coming if you just didn't give it a try. And just like that, content bestie, you have 4 of the best steps that you can take in order to grow your channel or start your channel in 2026. And just remember that this year, consistency is not about grinding, okay? It's about not quitting. And if you can do that, then you're already doing better than you think. And with that said, I really hope that something makes you smile today. And you know I'm going to see you on the next upload. Love you, content bestie. Bye.